Hey guys, welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Team Corally Punisher 4. Team Corally reached out to me and asked if I wanted to show this on the channel, and I said, sure, let's do it. I did warn them that it's pretty snowy here in Michigan this time of year, and they said that's cool, it's different. So we're going to take it out in the cold, see how it can handle, but I must warn you that we just got a fresh dumping of snow, and there's quite a bit of it. So it's going to limit us a little bit in what we will be able to test. We're not going to have traction. That's just going to be a given. It's going to slip and slide and should be a great time. But that'll be at the end of the video, guys. First, we got to unbox this thing, get it out of here, and show you what it looks like, the fit and the finish of it, some of the components, and then basically, let's rip it. So it's going to be fun. Let's do it. All right, here it is, you guys. I already unboxed it. If you want to see it coming out of the box itself, you're just going to have to go and watch the reel for it, or go to Instagram and check it out. But we're just going to show you really quick the outside of it because the body is absolutely stunning. The graphics that they have on here look fantastic. The Team Corally design team does a fantastic job with these, as well as, look at that, the laser etched chassis that they've got. Really nice looking. So we've got it all ready to show you guys here, give you a closer look. We got the skid rails here on the top of it. So if you're crashing, landing on your lid, it'll help you in that. You've also got a couple of manuals here. But if you go online, they've actually got these one-page sheets. So if you're just looking how to take something apart, it shows you exactly what screws you need to get at in order to get in. Say you want to get the diff out or take the whole front end off. They've got great tutorials to show you how to do that, you guys. Or just one sheets that just have the directions on there. Makes it super easy to get in there and take them apart. The other thing is the radio. It's pretty simple, but it's nice and small. You can one-handed drive with it. Takes 4 AA batteries. You've got your steering trims, dual rates, and then you've got up here a function switch that allows you to make adjustments to reverses for your throttle or for your steering, as well as your power. What power, 100% or 50% power that you have for it. I got to get the battery piece out of here. I'm going to switch around on the other side of the camera, you guys, and we'll take a closer look at everything else that is in here. All right, take off the lid here. We'll get a look underneath the hood of it, show you guys everything that's in here, starting with the electronics, because that's one of the favorite things that everybody likes to take a look at. And it's got this Curon 725. It's a 2150 kV motor capable of 3 to 4S power. It is a sensorless brushless motor, so does not have a sensor in it, but that's very typical with bashers. Nothing new. We're going to flip it around here so we can get a look inside here at the ESC, and the ESC is running their Torox 135 120 amp continuous current on that thing. And it's got a high voltage BEC. Let's see if I can't get a better look in here. Let's see if we can float this. So there's a look at that Torox 135. It is 120 amp continuous current. Right behind it here is our on-off switch, which is in a nice spot because even with the body on, you can reach in there and you can click on that and be able to turn it on and off. It's got XT90 plug on it, which I know a lot of people have. What's nice about these is that my EC5 or IC5s will sit right inside of that, and I shouldn't have to run an adapter. The servo sitting right in here. The servo saver for it is actually up underneath here, so it has just a metal arm or a metal horn on it, but that's a 7225, and those are pretty decent as far as power. Not super fast, but they're metal geared and they do pretty well. So it's not something that I changed out on like the Skeeter, but this is very similar in a lot of ways, I would say, to the Skeeter. Even up here, it's got the little tray here where you can put your GNSS receiver if you want to do speed runs and things like that with it. I know in my Skeeter there was like a foam block on top of this, but that's because the body sat a little bit higher on it. But the tires look pretty similar as well. You got big bore shocks here. These are 16 millimeter. They've got aluminum tops on them, but they are guarded here with a plastic little guard. Very beefy. Composite plastics throughout, even bracing in here in the center. You can see they've got a brace that goes to the center, and then that center also goes to the back here, and then they've got it like a V, so they've got it channeled down to the bottom as well. So it should be pretty durable. These arms here are not adjustable, but like on a lot of bashers, they're just made with very thick plastics to be durable, and so hopefully we'll see that. Front bumper up front here, you could add on sway bars. It doesn't come with any. I don't really use them in bashers, but I see where it could be useful for some people. In the back here, these are not turnbuckles that are adjustable, but they are very thick plastics. Shock towers in the rear, you can see the caps on them there. They're aluminum. It's got a wing on it. The only thing I don't like about wings is I find that it makes it so that when you land upside down, they stick. But that's not the end of the world. It does look cool, helps them fly awesome. Big wheelie bar and wheel on the back here. It'll let it stand up pretty tall before it actually gets on it and riding. But large hexes on here. One thing that I will say is that when it came, and I saw some of the problems on the other ones, I did check the droop on it, and they were over max on what the shocks should take when it gets in the air. So I actually went in, there's a droop screw straight down through the top of this. You can get to it. It's right back here behind your CVDs, which it does have metal CVDs we should talk about. It's got ball bearings throughout, steel dog bones in the rear. So very, very solid drive line in here. It's got a center diff, so front, rear, center diff should handle pretty good. Back to what I was saying up front here, I did reduce some of the droop on it so that it sits more level, and so that the shocks actually don't fully expand. You can see where it wants to end, but there's more. There's a little bit more that it could have. If you really pull on it, you can see it'll go down further. I just didn't want it pulling and ripping these out or doing anything like that. The other thing that I did that I'd seen is that people were losing the pins on here. So I'll show you real quick. All right, so there's a couple quick things I'm doing to this before we run it. You may or may not have to do this or choose to do it, but they've got a band over the CVD, and those can, with the high speeds and stuff you get going, it's possible this could pop off. So we're gonna put a shrink wrap over that. To do that, what I did is I took out this screw from the upper arm to pull this off to let me get this out enough that I could just pull it back enough to slide shrink wrap over it. Also had to pull a set screw from in here in order to get this. You can't just push that pin through. There's a set screw in there like this, little grub guy. Pull it out, push the pin out, pop this off. You can drive this back enough then to get some shrink wrap over it like this, be good to go. So hopefully I shouldn't have any of those little problems that I've seen in some of the other videos, but overall it looks awesome. We've got snow outside, so we're gonna do a little bit of a snow bash for you guys, but I hope you enjoy it. Whoa, it's got some power, guys. Yeah, that's gonna drain that battery so fast. I turned the dual rate up. I wasn't getting full steering. That's why I wasn't getting it to spin like I wanted it to. Oh. It is. Oh, I missed it. All the way. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Not bad. That was it. Oh yeah. We're back. Tried to make the snow pile a little better. Got out there with my tractor, groomed it a bit so I have a little bit bigger target. Try and annihilate with this thing. And I have the steering set better. Oh yeah, okay. We got a fresh dusting too, so it's a little deeper than it was out there. You can hardly tell what it is. It's all covered. This thing, it likes the air. Oh yeah, over the hill, tearing through the yard, snow plow. It is pushing snow. Tell you what, I put it in the shower last night. It didn't run any water, but I just upside down to dry it out because it was caked on the inside with snow. So let's see what the batteries can do. We're definitely pushing it beyond what it's really made for here with the cold and the snow, but got to get a good bash in. There we go. There's the big part. Oh yeah. Oh, nosedive. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's deep there. Keep it moving. I think about that. It's just heading out. I'm so glad I decided to replow this and give myself a much better takeoff here. It's doing really good considering the conditions we're putting it through. Need to get a little bit of a slow roll up and then I can peg it. Oh no, my truck. I think I would give it a bad review if I dented my truck with it. Not that I'm really reviewing, I'm just showing it for you guys. You have to make up your mind on any RC you want to purchase, whether or not it's something that looks like you'd use and have fun with. There's so many great ones out there. Oh yeah. This one's definitely fun. All right, you guys, that was a ton of fun ripping out here with the Team Corally Punisher 4. It's a fun truck, that's what I gotta say. You know, I can't give it a whole lot of different testing to give opinions on different things, but you know, it's handling pretty good out here. It's got some definite power behind it. The radio is great for one-handed driving. When you turn that steering rate all the way up, got plenty of steering throw. You might want to actually turn it down on some of these shorter wheelbase ones because they can get squirrely, but it was handling pretty good and I was driving one-handed, so pretty impressed with it so far. Glad I went and upped the jump ante here just to have a little bit more fun with it. I was really struggling yesterday to hit that one little gap that I had in there that was basically as wide as a truck, and I couldn't look at it to dial it in for trying to film it going through the air. But yeah, pretty solid offering from Team Corally here, and pretty happy with it. Gonna keep running it, see if we can find some other terrain to get it on to get a little bit more idea of how it handles on dirt and things like that. So, or even in grass, something with traction. I don't know what it would handle like with traction. Is it going to be wheels up? Stuff I don't know. So these are just opinions from me, you guys, not a review. We're just showing you. They did send this out, like I said earlier in the video, and we just want to show you what you can do with it. And you know, from then you have to decide what you want to spend your money on, no matter what it is. So if this is something you think would be perfect for what you're doing, it's a pretty solid rig. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in as always. Have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time. Let's see how much snow is caked up in here. Oh my goodness, look at that.